this is the beginning of the new year.
It is. And 2013 has to be better than 2012.
It's already better. I can feel it. I like the way the number looks.
It looks better than 2012.
Something wrong with 2012.
We got a question from a man that got me thinking about performance anxiety, orgasm expectations.
All right, stop right there.
She comes first.
That's
all
the
of that.
one. That's all you have to say. She comes first. No, 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 no. That is, the men talk about, oh, we have so much performance anxiety. Well,
Women have it.
What do you think that does to a woman? If you're going down, and you know that he's doing it so you can come because he can't wait to fuck you.
Well, that was his issue. So he's married, and he goes down on his wife, and she'll have an orgasm. That's how she has her orgasms. But then she doesn't want penetration. It's uncomfortable for her.
No, after she's had an orgasm.
She doesn't want...
She's finished.
Which is true because you're working the muscles. You've just had your orgasm. You're in the orgasm haze.
Well, if
you're
she
relaxing. You want to smoke a cigarette.
If she were more experienced, she would realize that first orgasm was simply a warm-up.
Yes.
But we don't think that way in America. You're damn lucky if you get that one
orgasm. So he was very upset about this. And for me, it was just kind of simple, right? So why don't you have intercourse before you give her oral?
That's the logic. But if you're programmed into thinking that you have to get her...
She comes first and the guy comes last. So why do we have these orgasm, I call them orgasm arcs, that we think that orgasms have to happen a certain way? That it has to be the simultaneous orgasm, or it has to be she comes from the oral sex, then they have penetrations, then he ejaculates. There's always these kind of myths as like one way to orgasm.
Well, that's because America, for the most part, is sexually inadequately educated, and no one knows anything about sex information or technique or all of the above.
No one takes time.
That's what we're busy doing on the website, darling. That's what DNR is all about, is putting this information out. There is no set rule. There's no such thing as a bad orgasm. There's no such thing as a wrong orgasm. It's just have one. And partner sex is about taking turns. It's not about you giving your orgasm or I'm giving you yours or you giving me mine.
Yeah.
It's about sharing.
Orgasms.
That's what partner sex is supposed to be. Sharing. Not giving and taking and timing and waiting. Faster. Go.
And whenever a guy's going down on me and then he starts to speed up, I know it means like he's trying to make me come. But you speeding up or going harder or faster, that's not going to make me come faster.
No, but in the meantime, his neck is practically broken. His tongue is the muscle back here.
Get out some lubricant. Get your hands.
La, 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 la.
And that's the whole thing. But I know when I was younger, I would feel like I couldn't change a sex position, or I couldn't initiate or say, like, let's try this, or excuse yourself to urinate. You know, when you have to pee and you're like, I really like to pee, and then I'll come back, and then I'll have a great orgasm. And it's hard for people just to
speak up because we're intimidated. We're not educated. Mm-hmm. We all think we don't deserve anything, and some days I think we don't.
But if sex is supposed to be play, and we attacked it from that perspective...
Just remember, it's about taking turns. How did you play when you were a kid? You had to decide who went first.
And then I would grab the toy and go, mine!
Mine!
I'm not sharing with you.
It's mine!
My orgasm's mine!
You got to do it the last time. Now it's my turn. That basically is what partner sex is based on. It's how do you play together? How do you take turns? How do you verbalize? What game do you want to play? Do you want to play fucky fuck, or do you want to play tonguey tongue, or do you want to play finger finger? Mm-hmm. Or do you want to make a combination of all of them? It's simply a verbal discussion that America can't have because we are tongue-tied when it comes to sex, particularly pleasure.
So open your tongues to pleasure.
And your mind, and your sex organs, and everything else. And just know that it's about having pleasure, fun. It's like playing a game. So just speak it. Open your mouth and say the words. Now, I'm not saying this is easy.
No, but once you do it and you break that ice, it gets easier and easier.
Okay, confession. I had to practice in front of a mirror.
That's a good... you say it out loud, because sometimes you don't even use those terms in your everyday language, and it feels kind of weird.
Yep. So
Practice pleasure.
there we go. Practice pleasure.